Welcome back, everybody. Believe it or not, I used to be just like you, but I got better. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. Much like many of you, I spend a lot of time in my car. I've got kids, we're going back and forth to school, events, things like that. But the big kicker is when we go on road trips, visiting family, going on vacations, things like that. And those used to be kind of a negative experience, at least the drive. But we figured out that if we planned ahead and left a little earlier, we could turn the trip into part of the experience instead of having to wait until we got wherever we were going. Let me explain what I'm talking about. When you're going on a trip, most people are just concerned about getting there. It's go, 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 we gotta get there, we gotta get there. And sometimes I understand you're pressed for time, you left late, you have to be somewhere by a certain time, someone's getting married, there's a birthday party, whatever. But when you're just going on a planned trip to visit people, which we do a lot. We don't have any family here where we live in Greenwood. The closest family we have is about 3.5 hours away straight driving. We have 2 young kids, and that's a stressful time sometimes. But what we've found is instead of just letting the trip happen to us, if we plan around it and we plan in state parks and trips like that to stop at, it breaks that trip up and it lets them get that energy out. It lets us go around and enjoy the trip instead of just wait until we get there to enjoy ourselves. It's changed the way we look at travel. Most people, they just stop when they see a rest area, and don't get me wrong, rest areas have their place. They've saved my upholstery more than once. But if I had to compare rest areas to state parks or something along those lines, there's really no comparison. When you're going to a rest area, I feel like it's more of a last-ditch effort, like we have to do this. State parks have everything that rest areas have and more. The thing I see the most at rest areas, and some of you probably could agree, is a little bit of this, also this, don't forget this, a little more of this, and if your kids are anything like mine, eventually this. My kids are magnets for poop. If there's dog poop or cat poop somewhere in a yard, they're going to find it. The way most state park systems are set up, they're close to most interstates, most majorly traveled routes. There's really not an excuse for not going to one, as you can see from these examples, except maybe for Wyoming, but they have Yellowstone, so nobody feels bad for you. Here's a few clips from a couple state parks that we stopped at on the way to and from my parents' house this past weekend. And we didn't, go hiking or anything. We just stopped, we had lunch, we let the kids run around on the playground, we used the bathroom, and we were there for maybe 45 minutes at both parks. But that 45 minutes was well spent because we were rested and stretched our legs way more than we would have at a rest area. I feel like at a rest area, when I stop there, I'm in a hurry to get back in the car and go. There's nothing keeping me there other than, going to the bathroom. So here's a few cool clips. Like I said, we didn't go hiking 10 miles or anything like that. We just got out, we walked around the playground, around the lake, and I'd encourage you to consider looking at some of your state park maps wherever you're from and seeing where they are, where you're going, and what might be close to the route you're already taking. I don't mean you need to go 2 hours out of your way just to go see a lake. Just try something new. Just out of curiosity, what are some of y'all's road trip traditions that y'all do to help break things up and make them more fun? Other than just, watching movies in the car, which is what we still do, but used to only do. I'm curious to know.
Thanks, Willow.
Welcome back, everybody. Today we're over at Shirra State Park. We've been here before, but when I did that I hadn't really been doing YouTube videos for a while, so we're going to come touch bases on a few of the other areas. My kids are over on the playground right now, but I can't really film there because other kids are there, and YouTube kids' rights can't film other people's kids without consent and stuff like that. So we won't be doing that. But we're going to walk around the lake, take a few pictures, hit up the walkway again now that I know how to use this camera a little bit better. Maybe get some underwater shots. I've already seen some turtles and some birds. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Well, thanks for sticking around and watching all that. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun for me, showing the kids, teaching them about tadpoles and turtles, breeding habits and courtship and stuff. Kids, don't leave me comments about birds and the bees. Talk to your own parents. We'll see you next time.